All right, I'll try to explain what I know of the game as we get started here. Forgot about August. I'm okay to skip August. It's fine with me, Phelan. If you want to help me make that happen. We're gonna abandon the one that we started last night. Just start fresh. All right, we're gonna start a new game. You know what? We haven't tried the wolf and weasel. Let's try that. The wolf and the weasel. Sounds like, I don't know, some like weird fantasy novel or something. Let's go. The wolf and the weasel. So, before we start our adventure, we get to choose one of these. We can start with 250 monies. Scary kids book. We can enter a combat, or we can get provisions right away. Let's look at the characters we start with, because we've never had these. Well, I mean, we did have the ferrets at one point, but takes 5 to 10 hours to beat. That's it. I might play it next week. I was thinking about it anyway. Harry Potter and the Weasel Wolf. Some kind of weird plants. J.K. Rowling. Anyway, so he starts with a hatchet. He starts the same as the mouse. So same equipment as the mouse. What about the wolf though? And the wolf starts with the same equipment as the bear. So I don't know how I feel about that. Destroy all humans. Still a great game though. Yeah, that is pretty short. But I might plan to do a stream or two of it and just get through there. Let's see what happens if you start with provisions. I don't think we did that. If you have to buy them or what you get. Alright, so we just get a card. Blood Ritual. It deals low damage. Deal 3 vitality damage for every stack of... Oh, that's not the one I thought. For bleed on this character. Pincer. Deal 8 damage applied to charge. So charge is basically an attack bonus that will fall off. But it gives that character that much more damage on their next attack. Sunder. Deal 5 damage to armor for every 3 stacks of vulnerable on opponent. Deal an additional 15 damage. So I'm just going to take Pincer to start with. So we know we'll use that one. Okay, so in this game, you have these different lanes. I guess I'll explain it more once we get through the initial battle. How the lanes and stuff works. I'm not reading most of these because I read most of them last night. Okay, so for the battle, you have, unlike most card games, each character has a resource bar, so to say. They have stamina and they have willpower. Stamina regenerates at the beginning of every one of your turns. Willpower does not. So willpower is this finite resource in combat where stamina is going to regenerate. You have a back rank, front rank, enemy has front rank, back rank. I'll explain a little bit more about the ranks once we can manipulate and move them around. Kind of like in Slay the Spire, it shows you the enemy's intent. Unlike Monster Train, it does not add any other bonuses to it. So if they have like plus 10 to attack or something buff, it will not show 18. You gotta be careful. I screwed up last night, so on Humble now too. Oh, that's awesome to know. So long, in fact, that you're 18 now. Hey, Chaotic Huntsman, I remember your name. Well, I don't know when you turn 18, but congrats. Or condolences, perhaps. Maybe a little of both. But welcome back. Games with cars that have, like, skills. Yeah, but there are also, there are kind of skills, in a way. And I'll talk about that, too. Today... Happy birthday, Chaotic. As much as I can do. No. Happy birthday, though. Congrats. Congrats and condolences. Cats, welcome back. So anyway, this one is planning to deal 8 damage to our wolf, 8 damage to our wolf, 8 damage to our wolf, who only has 6 armor. It's not good, obviously. However, because they're all attacking down this lane, we can use Withdraw, which is going to take a willpower, and we won't get that willpower back. We can cast this on him and move him. And now they'll all miss because they're stupid and they're going to attack the empty slot. Now, if we added a character behind him, though, they would hit that character in that lane. Don't tell them I said they were stupid. Alright. So, we are going to use Momentum to gain some damage on him, and we're going to discard Rush, since we don't have enough to use all that. And we're going to use his weapon, since he has higher weapon damage. Mouse is dead. Doing the best they can. Check your privilege. They should be able to see very well. They're rabbits. They've been eating carrots their entire life. How's it going, Raven Gun? Make the moonshine out. So these are both attacking into our ferret. It's going to deal 6 damage and apply a bleed of 1. Bleed does bypass armor. So that draw 1 card and gain vigor. Vigor makes it so the next stamina you spend is recuperated. So we're going to go ahead and use second wind. Might as well. See what we draw. And we drew a freebie. So their normal damage is going to get absorbed anyway. We're going to get 2 bleed. There's not really much we can do about that. But okay, there's a little we can do about it. There's a little. We can just kill them. Are we winning? I guess so. So far we haven't taken any damage. So we got some money and a choice of cards. We can skip this if we want. Apply focus fire. Whenever the opponent is attacked, apply 1 overwhelm. So banish means the card goes into like a graveyard rather than discard. Overwhelm makes it so they take 25% more damage. Now this takes a willpower, which is a finite resource, so I'm probably not going to take this. Deal 3 damage times for each stack of bleed on the target. Apply charge equal to weapon damage and move swap to the front rank. I'll take that one. That'll help us kind of, I don't know. It's kind of, might be kind of dead sometimes. All right, so now we're going to enter the first street. So these are, the game refers to them as lanes of the street. And basically, these are cards, and you can choose which one you go down. And if you go down it tells you how long these are going to stay there before they are discarded, whether you go down it or not. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get down to the last number so we can fight the first boss fight. And keep going, and so on and so forth, until we beat the game. Some things you need to take care of right away. Some things are going to last there a long time before they're discarded. Right now, obviously, our only option is combat, so. 2 rabbit's feet. So forward for the raid reset and raid. Nice. I haven't been doing anything with arena other than like the daily. Well, I mean, I do the 10, you know, just to get my cover stuff, but I'll probably work on that at some point after I finish getting current clan boss things together. All right, every one of these friggin' mice, yeah, okay, they're mice, are going to attack our ferret for 8 damage. So we need to kill one or get 10 more armor. Now, the nice thing about charge is that it does go really well with rush. So we can kill at least one. We have no block potential. So anyway, we'll use pincer. And we're going to give our ally 2 attack. So rush just kills. We don't even need to buff him again, but I mean, I guess we might as well. I guess we might as well. Actually, strike just kills him too. So, screw it. Doesn't really matter. And then momentum for next round. So now we're gonna take 2 points of damage. That's all right. Momentum's gonna make our wolf deal more damage next round. All right, so hatchet deals 8, and if it breaks armor, he gets a damage boost from it. But it's not really helping us too much. 2 times 3, so we'll just kill him, and then we'll put armor on our ferrets. Actually, so if we use solid footing to make him not take any damage at all, we can't kill. Because here's one of the things about this game is that certain characters will have equipment for them, and they're the only ones that can play those cards. So this icon represents our ferret there, so he's the only one we can deal damage with this round. The other option is we could just block this damage since it's health damage, not attack this round, and get Warcry going so he can deal big damage next round. I guess I'll do that. We're trying to conserve health. I'm pretty confident we're gonna kill them this next round, at least one of them. All right, so now he's gonna do big damage. Big damage. Yeah, they're dead. 27. How's it going, Ken? Welcome in. Heavy low, deal damage, weapon damage +8 for 3 stamina. Now, as characters level up, we'll be able to put more stamina in. It's a big hit. And as we get more characters, expensive cards become better because we have a limit to our card draw, really. But with more characters, we have more stamina and whatnot to spend. So, I kind of like this overbearing swing, though. That one's 2, and it deals damage to a lane. So lane is, for us, the horizontal on the screen. So it deals damage to a front row and a back row. So potential to deal 24 damage at the moment. This one has the potential to deal 20 and cost more. Of course, sometimes this is going to be only 12 damage. I'm going to take it. Overbearing swing. All right, so you see those fell off because they all had the 1 on there. So again, we get 3 choices, and whichever one we choose, the other ones are going to fall off. So we can help the merchant out. Execute. We haven't seen this one. You dispatch the militia guards with ease. However, 1 mouse is left, begging at your feet for his life. We've never seen that one, so I'm going to do that one. Now, sometimes you get things like this. Select a lane, remove the next 2 cards. So what this one does is we get to pick one of these lanes, and instead of going down by 1, it'll go down by 2. And if the next one was something like an elite battle, we'll get rid of that, and that'll help out a lot. But anyway, I want to see what this is. We've never seen this one. You meander through narrow passages of the city when you hear a command from behind. Halt. What's your business? You and your men take down the guards in swift response with ease. 1 mouse remains, trips and falls back into a corner. But please, have mercy. I was just doing my job. What should we do? We can either execute him, which ruins one of our cards, or we can just let him go. All right. You leave the mouse, who scurries off in the other direction. A short while later, he appears again in your path, this time with a more friendly. There they are. Get them. What kind of BS is that? I thought maybe he would, like, join us or something. If we saved his life. But now we have to do this big fight with 2 low-level... what the crap? Never trust a mouse. That's right. 2 things you can't trust. A mouse and a fart. Just like that. Just saying. Alright, so this is a good example, though. When enemies have front rank and back rank, they alternate who gets to go. So on your side, it doesn't work that way. If we have a front and back, we get to do both. But enemies are relegated to 1 rank per round. Extra, yeah, baby. Do 8 damage, apply. So this is going to raise his armor because he has more than 3 allies. He's attacking our ferrets with 8 damage. Wolf for 10. So ferret's going to receive 16. Wolf's going to receive, well, 4 health. Let's see here. Let's work on a kill. So our wolf can deal 12, taking him down to 10. He actually deal 14 if we use pincer, which will take him down to 8, and then the pincer kills. So we can kill this one. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Okay, so now our weasel, or whatever, is taking weasel, ferret, whatever he is, he's taking no damage, and our wolf is taking 4. Okay. We could either go ahead and strike so we can kill him more easily next round, or we can put up some guard. But I'm going to go for the kill. Went down to this, kind of fell asleep last night, watched nothing. Yeah, sure did. So we're in a combat phase right now. I'll explain the in-between. But in this game, so it's a roguelike deck building game. However, in most of those games like Slay the Spire, you'll have an energy pool to play your cards from, or in like Monster Train, you'll have embers or whatever. You usually have some kind of resource to spend cards. But in this, it's more character specific. So each character has stamina and willpower. You have cards in your deck that are common cards, which can be played by any of your characters. And you just select the character and you can see what resource it takes, and they can play that card. However, this icon, they can have cards equipped to them that only they can play. So if there's a card with this icon, only this character can play it. So it's pretty unique in that regard, I feel, at least out of what I've played. And then you also have multiple ranks as far as like positioning, front rank, back rank, different lanes and stuff like that. And I'll try to explain what I'm doing as I go along, but if you have any questions, let me know. And if I know the answer, I haven't played very much, but if I know the answer, I'll let you know. All right, so we don't have anything that costs willpower, so our wolf can not play any of these. So we have the option to guard. He's already not taking damage, or we can strike for 5. We're gonna go ahead and strike this one, so that hopefully we can kill him next round. Now, the enemy, you can see the front rank is highlighted, so only their front rank will attack this round, and it shows their intent. We're gonna take a little damage on our wolf. Nothing we can do about that. I mean, we could have guarded, or put armor on him, but then he would have not be able to kill that. Yeah, no problem, Dan. So here's a good example. Round shield, it has this icon, so it can only be used by this character. And then the great sword can only be used by this, and that's because that's what they have equipped. And equipping the cards actually changes what they have too. So like this character, we could unequip the round shield card and have him like have another axe, and that would add that axe, the dual wield axe card to our deck that we could draw and use with him. Okay, so the back line, so it's planning to do 8 damage to this character and apply Winded. Winded is going to make us go down to 1 stamina next round, which is really rough. Don't think we can kill. It doesn't look like. We can kill this one very easily. And this is also going to deal damage to this guy. Let's lead with that, because I'm definitely doing that either way. $10 health remaining. So it says it moves or swaps to the front rank. It doesn't say if it's swapping me or the enemy. It reads, yeah, it reads like it's swapping the enemy. So what we could do is we could actually swap him to the front. He would swap with a rabbit. The rabbit would then deal 6 damage and a 1-point bleed. I think that's better for us than him only having 1 stamina next round. We'll take 1 health damage from the bleed, but I think that's okay. Is that not what it does? I think I misread it. It doesn't do 8 damage. It buffs you for 8 damage. My bad. Tina George, welcome back. Well, now he's super buff for next round. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Some of them don't read specifically. It's kind of weird. Like, for instance, we ran in, and again, it's early access. Hopefully they fix some of the stuff with feedback. I just misinterpreted it because there's a card Taunt, which reads as if it will only move an enemy forward, but you can also use it to move them back. I don't know. It's a weird thing. This is all right. We're gonna take a little bit of damage. He's gonna have 1 less stamina. Hopefully we draw his axe attack. All right, we did draw a hatchet. So the hatchet is gonna deal 8 plus 8, so we're gonna deal 16 damage. It's also gonna break his armor, so we're gonna get 2 more damage next round. They're both planning on attacking him though, but we can withdraw, so that'll work. because we do have willpower left with our wolf. Okay. So with our wolf, we're going to use withdraw. And we're going to move him out of that lane. So now they'll both miss him. We can deal enough to kill him. What's up? I don't know. Not those, because they're over here now. So, is that what you wanted? I don't know. You have to go pick something. Alright, so he should miss. But yeah, so Warcry just gives us a buff, which makes sense, and brings us forward. So he's planning on doing 8 damage to our wolf. He has 10 HP, so we could just kill him with sharpened. But I'd rather use sharpened on this, because we can just double strike to kill this guy. Right. I mean, you're gonna overkill sometimes. Keep track of, should be clear. Well, I mean, I don't know. In Slay the Spire, it doesn't do that, right? Like buffs and amounts of hits and things like that, and armor and all that, you have to add up yourself. And in Monster Train, it does all the adding and subtracting for you. But, I mean, overkilling is fine if there's a target that's, you know, more deadly or whatever. The reason I used that card, though, instead, was that one specifically hits the lowest health target. And so I used that first to take that one out. I guess it doesn't really matter, because we still killed, but it ended up being inconsequential. But it could, yeah, if you don't keep track of that kind of stuff, certain situations you'll screw yourself over. Like strength shows it. It doesn't show like if you have incoming damage from, so the difference between Slay the Spire in that regard and Monster Train is like if you have armor from whatever block or whatnot, it'll actually show the enemy not doing damage or how much they'll have, how much it mitigates it by, etc. Whereas Monster Train, it'll just tell you. Mega violence. Overkilling. Discard a card, gain 3. Deal 6 damage applied to vulnerable. Draw 2 cards. I really like this one. Gain armor equal to the total of adjacent characters on rank. I'm going to take setup. I guess my point is, Slay the Spire doesn't show you everything. Monster Train shows you everything, and this game shows you next to nothing when it comes to those things. So you do have to do more adding in this than subtracting. And keeping track of things in this than you do those, it seems. All right, so our character's leveled up. So this is another part of this one that's different from a lot of the card games. It makes it feel more RPG-ish. So the first level up, you get to choose a card for the character, and you can choose whether to upgrade stamina or willpower by 1. And then after that, it alternates between getting a passive, which kind of is like individualized relics if you want to compare it to other card games. So they'll get something here, a choice of 3, randomized, that will help that character. How hard is it to heal in this game? There are some events to heal. There are some things where you can pay money to heal. And then there are a few cards that heal that use willpower. But willpower, like I said, is a finite resource. So if you use that willpower in something, it's gone for the rest of that battle. So it depends on your run. Sometimes RNG is kind and you get heals when you need them. Other times, you're also guaranteed to run into the option to heal, I think, before the final boss if you have the money to do it. All right, let's see our card choices with him. Natural selection. If target opponent has more health than active character, draw a card. If less health, discard a card. So that can be good in a couple scenarios. We've ran into traits and things where either drawing a card or discarding a card does an action. Otherwise, you're just better off not having drawn this, right? because you would have just drawn the next card. So this one's kind of very specific to synergize with other things that we don't have, so I'm not going to take it. False opening, gain anticipation, and feint. So feint is for 1 turn, the first time your armor is broken, this character's rank gains rage. Whenever this character deals damage, that damage is doubled. So this character loses vitality from an attack. They gain 20 armor for every stack. Draw a card for each status on your opponent. I guess I'll try this one. So you don't have the willpower to play the other one. You also get equipment for your character. It's very RPG-ish in that regard. Oh, did I not put his stamina in? No, okay. We're going to buff stamina to start with. All right, the wolf. Gain 2 stamina for each status effect on target. Tenacity removes all status effects and gain 3 armor. Bulwark. Discard 1 card. If allied character has no armor, apply armor equal to weapon damage and charge. Well, it takes willpower, so we're basically only going to get to use it like once per battle right now. Could save someone's health, though. Their vitality. I don't really like any of these options too much, but I'm going to try Bulwark because we haven't used it before. All right, let's see what the lanes had this time. So an elite fight, intelligence, which is just 100 XP for our characters, and we can discard a random combat. So this is going to be here for 3 turns, which is kind of going to limit our movement forward through this. So I'm going to use Blackfoot agents to get rid of that elite. Now we just have a basic combat. The beavers. All right, they're just gonna deal 20 damage to our ferret and 10 to our wolf. Okay. So we could move him, but I mean, I don't think it's worth. We'll just do guard. They do no damage to him. If we use guard here, they do 1 damage, or we could use our willpower to move him, and they deal no damage this round. Feels like we need to use that to our willpower later to get rid of more incoming damage than just a single. I mean, of course, it's more than that because of we save our armor for later also. Hum. Yeah, we'll just do it. So now those 2 are gonna miss, and let's put armor on our wolf. So an Ashen Welcoming, Masochistic Crusader. All right. So using Greatsword kills there, and that way this damage is split. So these are actually dealing 7 damage each because of their buff. We also have Hatchet. So we're going to use this. We're going to draw a card and gain Vigor. That's going to allow us to use Greatsword for free. Or we could use Warcry for free. That's what we should do. Warcry for free, and then we can do some big damage with the Greatsword. Time for dinner. Enjoy your dinner. All right. We got hatchets, which can kill whichever one we want. I guess we should kill this one since he's going to actually do health damage. Right. Oh, right. That also causes bleed. I forgot to read, or I forgot about that. I didn't read it. If you have more than 18 armor when he hits you with that, it causes the bleed. So I actually took more health damage from leaving him up than we did the other one. We would have only taken one. Gotta be careful. I mean, he's dead, but I don't need to buff him. Thanks, game. Flanking strike, deal weapon damage if the only opponent in lane plus 10. Deal 10 damage, the target dies, gain 2 stamina. Weapon damage if dual wielding, attack twice. Also takes willpower. Let's say deadly thrill. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking this button. It helps out a ton. And after all of that, be sure to check out the next video right up here. Of course, as always, thank you guys for watching.